I had an interesting experience the other day, and I just thought I'd share that. And it brought up some other things that I remember. It's all about listening and taking hints from things that are going on around you and inside of you. It's about listening to your heart. It's about listening to those little urges and nudges and getting clarity on what you should be doing or what your next steps are. So my first story is about a class I took. It was an all-day class. I took it with my sister. We had a lot of stuff to bring in. It was a sewing class, an embroidery class. And we had a great time. We were packing up and leaving, and I was on like my second trip, and sister reminded me of a thing or two I left there. So I went back and checked all around, and we left. I was in the car, I was checking my text messages and whatnot, and the sewing store called. And I was still in the parking lot, and okay, this is perfect. I'll go back in, see what they want. Maybe they found the item I wanted them to order. So I walked back in, and all three clerks were standing there at the desk. And I said, okay, who called me? What did you want? I go, we didn't call you. They were all standing there knowing what the other one was doing. So I said, okay. And I thought, well, I was going to go back out to my car because for some reason they didn't call or didn't think they called. But I thought, well, somebody called me. I'm just going to go back to the classroom and check things out. I walked back there, and I had walked around to the other side of the table before I packed up, and I was talking calendar with my sister. And there on her side of the table, I had left my weekly planner. Well, to be without that for a few minutes would be kind of a disaster. And, then you have to remember where you left it and all that commotion. So I just thanked my angels and headed out. And I told the staff, I said, it wasn't you guys, it was my angels that called to let me know I left my planner here. They didn't have anything to say. They were a little speechless, but I'm kind of used to it. Things like that happen all the time, and I'm so grateful for the little messages I get. Another one was a number of years ago, and I was going through a pretty rough time. I was trying to save my marriage and figuring out how that could work. And during that time, for a gift for myself, I bought a little medallion, and it had like Mother Earth, Mother energy in it, Mother Mary. Anyway, I wore this medallion all the time on a beautiful silver chain that husband had got me years before, and it just brought me comfort. It was just like someone was there to support me in my weird lonely times. And when you're trying to think of how to manage and what to do and all that, it gave me comfort. And I was falling asleep one night and thinking, well, this has been a pretty rough time, but I have this necklace and it's just helping support me, and just so grateful I have that. I'll get through anything. And the next morning I woke up and the necklace was broken, and it wasn't around my neck anymore. I found it in the bed. And I really sat back and thought, okay, that was a message. I really had to think about how I was and who I was and what I needed to shift to move on and to grow and to care and love for myself. And it wasn't, it was a tough message to get, but I knew it was a message for me. And I just wanted to share those couple things with you so that you don't just gloss over things that kind of startle you and think, oh, what does that mean? It probably does mean something. And to care for our body, mind, spirit, we just need to listen and care for all three: body, mind, spirit.